Welcome to Studio Nicole. I'm Nicole, and I'm so glad that you're here. I have a huge pile of paper on my desk. And when I say huge pile, I mean huge. There's so much paper here. All I have done is open up and spread out the paper that's in like Amazon and Walmart packages. And I've been collecting it for a while. As I spread it out and then cut it into roughly square or rectangular shapes. Now, I didn't like trim off the end in most cases where it was like already cut wonky. I'm just cutting it into like square-ish shapes. And some of these were folded up, and they're more like crumpled. Other ones were less crumpled. They were more like accordion folded. So I wasn't careful with my cut ends. You can see they're like cut very roughly. Some of them I folded multiple times and then cut along the seam. So you can see some of them have like this um, fold at the end because they were like folded in half and then I just cut through the fold. And so it really doesn't matter, right? There's no rules. There's no rules. There's no rules about how you can cut the paper. It's just cut into square-ish. I keep saying square. These are definitely not squares. They're more like rectangle. Anyway, I just cut them into like manageable pieces, and now I want to do some collage fodder. I want to just use. I've got just white and black paint. I might get fancy later with some other colors, but I feel like there's enough paper here to keep me busy for a while. So I thought what I would do is I would just use some black and white paint and make some repetitive marks and some collage fodder would sort of pile up after a while. I did put down fresh water in my paint cup, so since I'm working with white paint, I didn't want it to be like muddy white paint. But that's really all the prep that I've done here, other than cutting the thing, the paper. So I probably will speed this up and put some music behind it. So there's really no need to listen to me talk about doing this. But I just thought this is like a nice, relaxing way to spend a little time in the studio. For me, it's a Sunday morning. I'm getting ready to go cook breakfast in a little while. And I just want to do a little creative project before I get up and get into the kitchen for the day. Um, and as we all know, this is not an easy time of year for me with seasonal affective disorder. And I've just been pretty busy in addition to that. Like our semester is ending. And we've got all the holiday, craziness happening. Um, so while I have many, many projects already like in progress that I probably could or should pick up, I am choosing to do this instead, and that's okay. And that's okay. It's your studio, it's your time. You do what is going to make you feel good. And right now, for me, that is this mindless painting. I am looking forward to the break because I do work at a college. We are closed over the holiday. We have a winter break coming up, and I'm hoping that I will be able to find some time during that break when I can get back into a few of the projects that I've been working on. I really want to finish the Cascade Journal in particular, and I want to finish my Oracle deck and my Amsterdam travel journal, and maybe make my Florida travel journal. Um, so I do have some projects kind of gearing up to make the most of the break that I have. The good news is that I do tend to feel more productive earlier in the day, and with me not having to work, I should have plenty of time to get into the studio and hopefully tackle a few of these projects before the end of the year. That is my goal for myself, but we will see. We'll see if I make that or not. Um, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, because I won't be working during the break, I'll be able to get into the studio earlier in the day, and hopefully, I'm I'm hopeful that that will make a difference in my productivity. Because I do find it more challenging to get in here and do things like later in the afternoon after I get off work. By the time I get home and I've eaten dinner, um, I kind of just want to crash on the couch and watch TV. That's my level of energy at that point. So weekends, I do try to get into the studio in the morning. Um, it works pretty well because most of my family are kind of night owls, so they sleep during the day. So it's at least quiet in the house early in the day. But there's also sometimes we have things to do on weekends, and that just doesn't work all the time. So I am holding my hopes out for the break for me to get some of these projects done. That's my hope for myself. We'll see if it works. Right, folks, I am back. I probably spent, oh gosh, I guess it's been about an hour. um I've been just listening to a book um on my Libby app. Finished Finley Donovan is Killing It, and now I am listening to Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Um, I found this to be an awesome kind of meditative activity. I'm glad that I took the time this morning to do this. I haven't even vented my pile of papers, but that's okay. This one is still too wet to pile anything on top of it, but this is what I've got. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, dropped that one on the floor. Eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. collage papers in a variety of black and white. I didn't get into any colors today, which is totally fine. These are great for backgrounds and for tearing up and adding to collage, layering. This is great paper. I love it. It's perfect. Um, I also might flatten some of this out for use in journals. It does make good, it's like nice crispy paper, that goes well in journals if you can get it flat enough. All right. Thanks for joining me this morning, folks. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend or whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to see you back in the next video. Have a great day, folks. See you later.